Rebecca Cheptegei, a Ugandan cross-country and marathon runner who held the national marathon record in her country, is dead. What is profoundly shocking is the manner in which the 33-year-old lost her life last week, allegedly at the hands of an estranged partner who doused her in petrol and set her ablaze. She succumbed while undergoing treatment at an Eldoret hospital. The pain of her death is too grave to bear for her family, friends, associates, Ugandans, the athletics world, and most importantly, to humanity. The senseless attack that claimed her life is a stark contrast to what sports stand for or has to offer, which is inclusivity. Just weeks ago, she was at her element, representing her country, Uganda, at the 2024 Summer Olympic Games with poise and grace, fighting gallantly to earn a 44th place finish, a mark of endurance and stoicism on a brute Paris course that proved way too tough to conquer for some of the elite athletes. The 44th place is no mean feat for a runner who hails from a country that has not been known for success on the road. Now, Cheptegei's death has all the echoes of Agnes Trop's murder, who was snatched from our midst on 12th September 2021 at the prime age of 26. Her husband, Ibrahim Rotich, has since been accused of the murder and is currently standing trial. The murder of Trop and the death of Cheptegei bring to the fore the simmering tension that is gender-based violence, which is rampant in our society, but which the very society should confront, but has seemingly turned a blind eye to. In some spaces, this topic is a taboo, discussed only in hushed tones, yet it is killing our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. It's time we break the silence. The underlying issues regarding gender-based violence are wide, from economic to social. I'm no expert in this field, but the senseless deaths need to trigger a national conversation with the aim of arresting the vice. Most importantly, our athletes of all shades need a robust support system. This is only possible if they get safe spaces, individuals and institutions they can confide in and voice their troubles and concerns. The help they so dearly need is what we collectively need as a society. It is a societal problem which must be confronted by all, rather than burying our heads in the sand. Lastly, an athletics career, like any other sport, is quite short, and athletes must be empowered and educated on how to prepare for life after the track. And fundamentally, we must ask ourselves what the future of Cheptegei's children look like. She was synonymous with resilience, endurance, hard work, and national pride. And in the same token, it is my prayer that the Ugandan government will come through for the young souls she's left behind. May her soul have an eternal rest. That short. Zita, 10 seconds probably on Cheptegei.
I mean, there's no, you don't have a right to take someone's life in any way. It doesn't matter how the disagreement was, but you don't have a right to take someone's life. She was only 33 years. She had another almost 5 years to run and break some records. So that was very sad to the sports fraternity, of course, to the to athletics all over the world. So again, I will repeat, you don't have a right to take someone's life. Better you walk away.
Steve?
I was following the story and I heard how the hospitals also handled her case, that it was delayed. I wish she was taken up in good time and probably her life could have been saved. But again, you also need to scale up awareness because now what the partners are doing is as if they don't understand. They are not. They don't know what such names mean in sports. I wish the husband knew what this name means world over. Then you will step down and give someone a chance, even if there were differences. I don't think the end should be death.
Can you?
I think it's a problem. It's not the first time we've had cases of domestic violence within, especially athletics. And I think it's something that it's a monster that we have to tackle head on. Unfortunately, the ones that have been so publicized are the ones that turned out fatal, the Agnes Trop case and Cheptegei's case. But it's unfortunate that we have our athletes who give almost everything to get to the levels that they get to, and then just have their life ended in the most gruesome manner. It's really unfortunate.
Quite unfortunate. Isia?
I'll say this, Swila. I know gender-based violence is happening across many careers, but in sport, there's something unique, a trend that is coming up, that, athletes make names and money overnight, sometimes. And so, borrowing from the words of Dr. Rusta Tamuya, who is our legend also, that sometimes there are people who are coming to the lives of these athletes with an agenda, because of the money and fame. And let's agree that handling money and fame is not easy for young people. So I think there is a lot of work that needs to be done in terms of, especially for the female athletes, knowing the Africa that we are in, the young ones to know really how they're supposed to manage themselves, even as far as the relationship is concerned, because sometimes we say those are private affairs, but when such a matter happens, then we come to regret and cry. And King was saying something very important. Sometimes we talk about it only when somebody has died. We have had a lot of cases about our even very big name athletes here in Kenya who have had a lot of quarrels with their spouses. But also, this is to make a plea to everyone, really, that it is not good to kill a person because you have differences. I'm trying to imagine why a person would take all the time. Hata kama kuna hasira namna gani, sababu hasira upanda. By the time you go to shop, upate petroli, upande gari uende mahali, na bado hasira iko juu sana. It is not easy to understand that. So we identify with the family's pain, and we pray that the report, the Catherine Reba's report, that actually was that was done after the demise of Agnes Trop. Now it's time to ask questions. Instead of it gathering dust without any action, what we need to do at least to protect our athletes, not only in athletics, but in all sports.
I think it's sad. It is quite unfortunate. And from where I sit, probably the life course for those children has really changed totally. And humanity, we tend to forget so fast. Right now, her life has been snatched away. She's left young souls whom you're not sure of whether they'll go to school, whether they'll get the motherly care, they'll get the parental love. At her peak, people identified with her, people associated with her victory. So I think this is the time that the stakeholders, led by the Ugandan government, must really ensure that those children get access to education and quality life, and that they don't starve, and that they are not abused. That's the only way that we can pay respect to Rebecca Cheptegei, even as the family prepares to lay her to rest. Of course, sad development there. Of course, we'll stay on that story in the coming days until she is interred It's 50 minutes past 9 a.m. That means we have to bow out and create space for Semana Citizen. Of course, we thank you for making time to cheer us on as we brought you all we could regarding sports today. Next week, we'll do this again. Remember, this is Sporty Monday, the most comprehensive sports show in the land. We are because you are. See you same place, same time next week.